noticed that additionally you have talked about adding a penny onto income tax, largely to raise money for the NHS and social care. Aren't taxes high enough? Should our constituency members be paying for that?
I haven't met a single person on the doorstep who, when I have outlined that policy, has balked at the idea of paying an extra penny in the pound on income tax that is ring-fenced for the NHS and for social care.
Yeah.
I think we all see the problems that exist in the NHS. They're sadly, all too apparent. But social care as well is one of the. It's a problem that successive governments have promised to get to grips with, and they're just not doing so. They're not accepting the reality that our population is ageing, and we have to put in place a long-term strategy to deal with that. I mean, that's part of our overall NHS policy, is to bring NHS and social care together, and then to call together all post-election. We would call together all parties, all patients groups, all medical groups, the doctors groups, the BMA, the Royal College of Nursing, and we would get everyone around a table, and we would try and thrash out a long-term strategy for the NHS and social care. And in addition to that, I think one of the great successes of the Labour government was their decision to take the setting of interest rates out of politicians' control, and they gave it to the Bank of England. Well, we would look to set up a body that would effectively determine what NHS spending had to be to maintain levels of care, NHS and social care spending, to maintain levels of care. And so what we would be doing is we'll be taking the NHS and social care out of politics, which I think can only be a good thing, because it's a scandal that some people might live next year purely because there was an election, purely because Boris Johnson felt the need to pull some fivers out of the nation's back pocket in order to try and win an election. And, a system as large and as complex as the NHS and our social care system needs the ability to plan for the long term.